Death Race 2 is a prequel to the 2008 film Death Race, delving into the origins of the infamous race and its ruthless drivers. The movie is set in a dystopian future where the economy has collapsed and prisons have become privatized, profit-driven institutions. The story focuses on Carl "Luke" Lucas, a skilled getaway driver who is thrust into a deadly competition that will shape his destiny as a legend on the death race track. The film opens with Carl Lucas, a talented and loyal driver for a notorious criminal named Marcus Kane. Lucas is caught during a botched bank robbery while trying to help Marcus escape, resulting in his arrest and subsequent incarceration at Terminal Island, a maximum security prison run by the Wayland Corporation. The warden of Terminal Island, Claire Hennessy, is a shrewd and calculating woman who oversees these deadly competitions. Initially, the prison's entertainment involves a brutal sport called deathmatch, where inmates fight to the death for the amusement of the masses. However, when ratings begin to decline, Claire realizes that something more spectacular is needed to keep the audience engaged. Inspired by the concept of vehicular combat, Claire devises the idea of Death Race, a high-stakes, no-holds-barred race where the participants drive heavily armed and armored cars, battling each other to the death. The winner of these races is promised freedom, but the reality is far more sinister. Lucas, who becomes known as Luke, is initially drawn into the deathmatch fights due to his reputation and skills. However, his prowess behind the wheel catches the attention of the prison authorities, and he is selected to participate in the first-ever death race. Claire, seeing the potential in Lucas as a crowd puller, encourages him to embrace the deadly challenge. As the race begins, Lucas finds himself up against other hardened inmates, each driving vehicles equipped with machine guns, rocket launchers, and other deadly weapons. The race takes place on a treacherous track filled with traps and obstacles designed to cause maximum carnage. Lucas is not only fighting for his life but also trying to survive the machinations of both the prison authorities and the other inmates. During the race, Lucas begins to form alliances with other drivers, including Katrina Banks, a tough and resourceful navigator who becomes his partner. Together, they navigate the deadly race, taking down rivals while trying to stay alive. The action is intense, with explosive car chases, violent crashes, and brutal hand-to-hand combat. As the race progresses, Lucas realizes that his former boss, Marcus Kane, has put a bounty on his head, fearing that Lucas might reveal incriminating information that could lead to his downfall. This adds another layer of danger to Lucas's already perilous situation, as both the inmates and the prison guards are now gunning for him. However, he soon discovers that the promise of freedom is nothing more than a lie, a ploy by the warden to keep the inmates motivated. The true nature of the death race is revealed as a never-ending cycle of violence, where even the victors are not guaranteed their release. In a climactic final race, Lucas faces off against the most dangerous drivers on the track, including his fiercest rival, Big Bill. The race is a brutal and chaotic spectacle, with cars exploding and drivers meeting grisly ends. Lucas manages to survive and win the race, but his victory is bittersweet. Realizing that he will never be truly free as long as he remains in the clutches of the Wayland Corporation, Lucas makes a daring decision. He fakes his own death in the final explosion, allowing him to escape the prison and disappear, leaving behind the identity of Carl Lucas. From the ashes of his former life, a new persona is born: Frankenstein, the masked driver who will become a legend in the Death Race series. Death Race 2 ends with the birth of Frankenstein, setting the stage for the events of the first film. The movie provides a gritty and action-packed origin story, exploring the dark and twisted world of the death race and the men who are forced to participate in it. Through intense car battles, cunning strategies, and a fight for survival, Lucas's transformation into Frankenstein is complete, cementing his place as a legend in the annals of Terminal Island's deadly history. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notifications on our new videos.